so thankful, so glad that we are here. It is, as we are recording this, a full moon in Capricorn. And please remember that no matter when you are watching this is the absolute perfect time. We like to do them live by the cycle of the new and full moon, just simply to amplify, to utilize that energy, to magnify our intentions, and to set clear focus on what it is that we are letting go of. So, as we give everyone a few moments to hop on, I'm going to share with you some really exciting news about some things that we have coming. 7 weeks to embody your higher self is going to be available on the website. This course is now the prerequisite to get into the Monad Society. What we've experienced in the last year of bringing people in is that if you are not familiar with my work, if you are not familiar with these transmissions help a lot. If you're not familiar with some of the things that we do, then the likelihood of the topics of discussion and the growth that you will experience in the Monad Society, it has come to our awareness that it is quite potent and has just kind of spun people out that weren't ready for it. So, and what I mean by spun them out is they just kind of looped out of the program, not that anything like crazy happened. So with that, the 7 weeks to embody your higher self, I'm going to keep the link here in the description of this video so that you can tune into it. And if you are not on the mailing list, I highly suggest you do that. Go to monadsociety.com and you will find a place to opt in. And when you opt in, you will be looped into the email list, because in the next couple of weeks, there are going to be some special offers that come to you with the new launch of the site. We got new things coming in, and so we want to give you bonuses and rewards for participating, for being on this journey. It has been such an exciting and thrilling year for sure. So the goal here is to continue to support you in all of the ways that we are able to show up, to continue to bring you into the leading edge of the conscious great awakening, which I really believe is what we're doing here. This whole everything with Corona, no matter how you want to split it, it doesn't matter if it was made up, doesn't matter if it wasn't, doesn't matter about the B word, doesn't matter if you do, doesn't matter if you don't. There's a lot of things I have to say about all of that, to be perfectly honest, but at the core of that, my belief is not here to split hairs or share my opinions. My belief and intention is to support you in learning how to discern for yourself, being able to see through the smoke and mirrors, being able to trust yourself so unabashedly that nothing in this world is going to get between you and you. And right now, my guess is that there is probably quite a bit of stuff going on between you and you. And that's what we call karuna compassion, the compassion that brings all aspects of you into complete and divine unison with you. Now, I know that might sound a little funny to say, but ultimately, that is also what the intention of these moon transmissions are about. It's about clearing and purifying any densities that are in your body. And densities as stored or stuck emotions. There can be a list of things that we can see as these perceived densities. So I just want you to know that you are in good hands. You are in good company. And it's not for me to tell you that. Rather, go ahead and spend some time on my YouTube channel. I have all different types of videos, other transmissions like this, and other videos that we have brought back. The Transformational Tuesday, so live every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You can find me here. We're going to do little shortened meetings. The moon transmissions are designed to help you just go within, close your eyes. I suggest using headphones and maybe even an eye mask or an eye pillow. Eliminate all distractions and truly let yourself drop in. The transformational Tuesdays are a little bit lighter. They're shorter, lighter topics, that sort of thing. But these moon transmissions are intended to be about an hour to an hour and a half, about 45 minutes to an hour in the transmission space. And then after, I like to do a little bit of a Q&A. And the intention of the Q&A, to be fully transparent, is to ramble a little bit as you get more comfortable being in your body, and then you feel very anchored in your field and your frequency before we go on to the next, because these transmissions can really take you on a journey. They can really move through so much energy in a very short period of time. It is so profound and it's so powerful, the medicine that we use here, especially with the light codes, that you'll see for yourself. That's all I really need to say about it, is that you will see for yourself. The beautiful thing is that if you are not yet speaking your own light codes, the more you listen to me speak them, or the more you listen to others, because there are many others, the more it will remind you how to access that inside of yourself. I believe that light language is a language that we all speak. It is a soul language. It is a soul frequency. It's so beautiful, and everybody's light language comes through just a little bit differently for them. So, with that, my sweet friends, let's go ahead and get comfortable. The theme for this Transformational Tuesday earlier this week was about closures and completions. So we're going to bring that through line, that just line of intention through this transmission as well. So get comfortable, get yourself a nice glass of water. I do suggest having a journal and pen there with you so that you can write down anything that comes to mind, especially as we come out. That it's the perfect time to journal, jot down ideas, notes, anything, affirmations. I like to write letters to myself, that sort of thing. So, with that, let's go ahead, close your eyes, get into a nice, comfortable, seated position. And you'll have to excuse the dogs or bally sounds around here. It's always an adventure to see what's going to come up in the background. So, with that, I was going to see if I have my headphones here, but I think we're just going to go. Taking a couple nice big deep breaths. And I'm just remembering to tell you all also that these transmissions we're offering, of course, on YouTube, available to anybody. And they are also by donation. So, or as I like to say, empowered contribution. My intention is to be able to offer as many free courses and classes that I can, entry level, for YouTube. And so the way that you can help me out with that before the YouTube channel gets monetized and all that fun stuff is by contributing what feels right and balanced for you. So some information of that in the description below. Please feel free to enjoy. Don't worry about that. Let all of that fall away. And I trust that your intuition will guide you into creating that fair and balanced exchange within yourself. All right, my sweet love, here we go. As we call in divine truth and love into this sacred space, we invoke the highest possible healing for each and every viewer, replayer, and myself. We ask for the courage and compassion to speak and to hear from the purest form of self-love and forgiveness to all involved. Iako sakatukupoa ia akutunia iawaha akua. Iawatu kupua akatani ia haakasukupu. Atukupua nia haakupua haaketini. Isiki atakatukuapua haakuapua nia. Iawatani ki aya haaku sokatake upuku aka. Zotaka ya akapu akikiteke kokupukua haakakatekekupukua. Toka wa pokatake wa poku suku putake o poku aha aka e teni ya wa potani. Isiki aha akopo. Taking a couple of nice big deep breaths. And the prayer there and that meditation and that transmission is to just simply burn through any excess debris, any excess brush, any foreign energy. And foreign energy is a term that we like to use for energy that is not yours. So your signature frequency within, honored by your own true divine intention of being, your humanness, and allowing all that is not you to simply fall away. So at this time, let's go ahead and create a nice grounding cord from your root chakra all the way down to the center of the planet, allowing that connection to feel nice and solid, nice and grounded. Yes, from your root all the way down to the center of Mama Gaia. And allowing yourself to calm, to rest, to breathe easy, to breathe in unison, to breathe in love, to breathe in light as you feel your nervous system calming down, as you feel the energy moving through your body gently, peacefully, easily, honoring every single step that is you, honoring the very beauty of your illuminated heart, the very beauty of your illuminated grace, the very beauty of your innocence, that part of you that is pure, that is clear, that is honored. Go ahead and take another couple nice, big, deep breaths. And just giving to yourself whatever it is that you feel you can give to yourself in this moment. Maybe your inner child is asking for a bit of attention. Maybe there's a part inside that you're feeling angsty or nervous or restless or anxious. Whatever part of you is desiring that attention, whatever part of you is asking for your connection, whatever part of you is accelerating and moving forward and growing fast, there may be parts of you that are slowing it down or unconsciously sabotaging or even simply just pacing yourself so that you don't burn out, so that you don't get too excited too quickly, and that you're able to find a pace to move yourself forward freely, calmly, beautifully. The acceleration of your divine intention, the acceleration of your life purpose. Well, you can sometimes, if we want to use some fancy language, can say that we are shifting timelines. You may hear some fancy new age jargon around that. It's not exactly jargon, actually. You really can shift timelines. You really can jump from one pathway of your life divine free will choice onto another one. All possibilities are existing for you in every single present moment, and all it takes is a snap of a finger to choose a new timeline for yourself. In the same way that you get to choose a new thought, in the same way that you get to choose a new emotion, in the same way that you get to choose what your daily life experience is. And so when you have an off day, or when you have a down day and you're not feeling well and you don't want to get out of bed, or the weight of the world is on your shoulders and you're feeling the collective, because we are going through a big, giant, massive purge, shift, and awakening together in unison, the entire planet. When these days get to you, There is no need to shame yourself or blame or punish yourself for feeling that way, for the feelings will only get worse. So when you can give yourself the opportunity to pick yourself up or let yourself lay down, you get to choose what they are. And during this time, it's really important to feel your feelings and feel your emotions, especially the more of these new and full moon transmissions that you'll be experiencing or tapping into. You will have a significant release. You will have a significant amount of energy inside of your body rearranging. And so the likelihood for you to need to have downtime after you listen to these, even after you listen to the replay of some of them, even after you listen to it again or again, because your higher self will tell you how many times you need to listen to these transmissions. Every single time you listen, it's like a time released healing. So one layer is peeled away by the amount that your conscious mind is able to receive. And that's the beauty of the light codes, is that they bypass the egoic mind and they go straight soul to soul. So it's my soul speaking to you in a frequency of sound. It's technically a sound healing. And so your intuition might encourage you to come back to the same transmission, because there is another deeper layer that your conscious mind is able to go to by the time you get to it the second time. So with that, again, let's take a couple nice big deep breaths. Allow yourself to get into that very clear, conscious, clairvoyant, meditative state, and the feeling and the sensation of no thing, when you are in that openness of spaciousness where nothing exists and you are in the womb of the Divine Mother, the creatrix of all things. Oa taki a sutake ayawa uapu uku tani iki a satatke. Sitake to kotkai katakako to karkarako to karkarako to korkarkarako to korkarkarako to kapata karke oapu kuhu taniawa. Iko apotoni awaha akatani iki a kikite kapukoa. Aya satani awa puakua hatani awa huapua kaya wa atani awa uapuakua. Oapuakua tunia haakaya tani awa uapua. Oa satani ki aya wa putuku tekeawa, oa patakeawa, oa putukeawa, oa sotaniawa, ia wa putukeawa, oa putukeawa, aya wa haakatani iki awa kawakua. Take a couple nice big deep breaths and focus a nice light blue energy right there on your throat chakra. Oa puku tani ki awa, oa puku atani iaka tani ki awa, oa puku aka. Oa putukeawa atotani iawa hoapua. Oa tani ki awa, oa pukua haatani awa, oa pukua haakatani awa hoapua. Sioa tani awa, apua tani iki awa pukua asatani iki awa. Iawa puku tani ki awa, oa pua haakatani iawa ayasatatikia awa pua haaka. Natakeawa haakua pukua haatatatakeawa oa pua. Atakeawa oa pukua satani iawa oa pua haaka yawaya. Iawa yana yawa hoa pua tani awa pua haaka yawa pua. I'm taking a couple more nice big deep breaths, allowing that transmission to flow through, to flow into the center of your heart space. There's a big prayer in there for opening your throat chakra. And by opening your throat chakra, the layers of that transmission that are also being released have a lot to do with past life experiences where you have been shamed or silenced for using your voice, when you have spoken up against the norm, when you have not conformed to societal status, and you have allowed yourself to open up in big, giant, massive ways, allowing your heart center to open and flow freely, clearly, calmly, passionately, by divine unison of your own higher self, calling in your own higher self at this present moment in time, allowing your higher self to work with you, to heal you, and to guide you. That there is no other guide that you need, and also recognizing that all guides that you see are also an emanation of you and you and you and you and you. Including the big, nasty, dark entities that nobody really likes to talk about or connect to or reverend or hear or listen to. These are all also a manifestation of the subconscious mind embodiment that is you. All parts of you are lovable. All parts of you are forgivable. All parts of you are integratable. All parts of you are outgrowable, meaning you can outgrow the lessons and the experiences and maybe some of the karmic agreements that you have made in many past life experiences, or even agreements that you have made simply before coming into this body at this time. I don't like to get too caught up in past lives because I do believe that there is a way for us to imprint information from the Akashic record. So to identify as each and every single bit of information that we get through past lives is, let's say, ownable, that you claim it as your own or your story, or it goes to your egoic consciousness and kind of builds a whole identity around it. I believe that the point of past lives is to be able to offer us an opportunity to gather information. And as we are gathering that information, we're allowing the new energy that life is holding for us to be able to release and grow through whatever current event is happening in your world and in your life. So it is a way to learn from a channel of information that's coming through that is specific to you. So let's go ahead and wash away any and all past lives and past life information that you have been able to outgrow. Take a couple nice big deep breaths in through the nose. Maybe if you need to wiggle or shake your hands out a little bit. If your body needs to move as you are here with us, go ahead and move your body. If your body is good staying still, just stay still. You're doing a great job. Ai sakatani iawa opukua. Uputini ia haakupu ua satani ki iawa. Ai haakua pua haatani iawa. Apatani ki awa putu ke iawa oapua haatani iawa. Iawa suatani ya oapua kua haatani iawa. Oa haakatani iki iawa. Oa hoaka akatani ki iawa hoapua. Oapu satani ayakaya haakutuni iawa. Oapu tani iawa akua oasa haakaya eni iawa oapua kua haaka. Ayatani ki iawa haakua hoapu oatani iki iawa haakua. Go ahead and again take a couple nice big deep breaths and feel that center of your heart space illuminating and connecting in with your throat chakra. Beautiful. And as these two chakra centers, these spinning wheels of light and illuminated frequency, as they open up inside of your own physical body, as you feel more energy moving through, go ahead and also set the intention to match all other chakras to the frequency of these two that are receiving healing, that are receiving intention, that are opening up in new, beautiful, and powerful ways. And as you connect these lines of energy from your root chakra to your sacral, to your solar plexus, into your heart space, your throat chakra, as well as your third eye and crown, go ahead and just spend some time feeling into any and all of these centers. And whatever energy can be released or moved, you can even use your hands, you can rub your hands together, opening your hand chakras, and when you set the intention for that energy to move through to that specific place, just be kind, be gentle, be easy on yourself. Allow that energy to flow through and move down through the length of your spine into your grounding cord. And really just soften any and all sludge, any and all judgments that you've had of others or self, anything that is being released right now. Open doors, stagnant energy connected to past lovers, or even significant partnerships or relationships. Go ahead and allow that energy to simply flow through, to be released. Same with creations, any old projects or unfinished things. Go ahead and just simply let that energy go. Knowing that whatever is for you, whatever is active in your field, it's not going to go anywhere. In fact, the things that are truly meant for you will actually stay and be present no matter how many times you let them go until you work through them completely. So when you set the intention that you are letting go of the energy that is no longer serving you, you can really actually throw all of everything down this space, down this cord. So go ahead and again take another couple nice big deep breaths and just release down from, let's just say, just right under yourself, all the way down to the center of Mama Gaia. You can even see a big, nice, big seraphim dragon there at the center of the earth, just chewing on everything that you're letting go of, its snacks. As you release your energy from your body, or the energy of foreign energy and energy you're done using, it fuels Mama Gaia. It gives her more and more energy to heal herself. This is the unison of our human energy fields on our Mother Earth that is always there to support us, that is always there to love us, that has supplied us with any and all resources we have ever needed to have a beautiful existence in this world. So offering a deep sense of gratitude and offering a prayer of forgiveness for the lack of compassion that humanity has shown our Mother Earth, our Mama Gaia. And knowing that as you are connecting to her and healing your physical and energy bodies, you are contributing to the collective unconscious of what it will do and what we all can do to make a greater impact or set a larger intention to continue to be more mindful of how we experience life on this planet. Okay, beautiful. So we're calling in some dragon energy here. And dragon energy is very powerful energy. I'm going to ask that your dragon, we all have dragons in the same way that we have guardian angels. They're just not talked about as much because we've all been trained that it's part of our imagination and it's not real. I can assure you with every fiber of my being that dragon energy on this planet is very much real. It is a multidimensional energy, meaning it exists in the fifth dimensional realm. You can, or the fifth dimension, let's not be too fancy about it. The fifth dimension, as well as you can see them awakening all over the planet. And I'll get into that maybe a little bit more in the Q&A. But for the time being, go ahead and take a couple nice big deep breaths. Set the intention that you want to connect with your guardian dragon, the dragon that is assigned to you and that you have made an agreement with before coming into this body, or even that you're willing to make an agreement with now to help protect you through this environment, this world that we are living in. This dragon is going to serve you. This dragon is going to hold you. This dragon is going to guide you. This dragon is going to love you. This dragon is going to be an ally for you in any and all forms, in any and all ways. Like your greatest alignment, your greatest role of service, and moving through the debris of the karmic patterns and things that you had to go through in this human body that were your lessons, that were teaching you about suffering, that were teaching you about grace. Go ahead and invite this dragon to come into your conscious field, meaning you can see it with your mind's eye, or maybe you just feel the sensation of this dragon here with you. And go ahead and just soften that you are safe. Dragons are not to be feared of. Dragons are so loving. They are so supportive. And of course, they're an energy that you want on your team, not on the opposing side. But the thing about these dragons is that they really have your best interest at heart. They really are here to love you in all ways. Before I go to sleep, in any new place, I always have my dragon pillars, my dragon protectors guarding the corners, the four pillars of the property that I'm on. I always travel with dragons. I always have my dragons close. And like I said, they are a very powerful and potent energy that are here to love you and nurture you and guide you. They are, they work very close in unison with the divine creatrix of all things. There are air dragons, there are water dragons, there are earth dragons, there are fire dragons, there are metal dragons, there are black dragons and white dragons, there are crystalline dragons, there are ruby dragons. And there are even just simply dragons that are here to work with us as guides or mentors or guardians, whatever it is that we are requiring or needing at this time. It allows that new energy to come through, to percolate, to be a part of your divine intention. So go ahead and take a couple more nice big deep breaths. Notice where in your mind is there any stickiness? Are you contesting anything that's coming up? Are you wondering, or are you having your experience with your dragon? Just simply allowing it to come through. Use your imagination. Use your imagination. That part of you that was deprogrammed out at a very young age is extremely powerful. Your imagination is far more real than you have ever been able to give it credit for. Your imagination is your visualization. Visualization is a word that we use in manifesting this, as if you want to visualize it, see it coming, see it come to you, that sort of thing. Visualization is imagination. Imagination is a powerful, powerful, powerful tool of creating. Allow this energy to be reawoken within you. Allow yourself to really connect in with the depth of what that means to you and for you. That your imagination is your ability to create. It's your ability to create worlds. It's your ability to create wonderment. It's your ability to create in so many ways, on so many levels. All that is here for you in this world has been a manifestation of your subconscious imagination. So when you choose to consciously use your imagination, especially in unison with your dragon friends, your dragon allies, you will see that you are tuning into such a brilliant life force energy. Such a brilliant life force energy that you become unstoppable, and you know that you are capable of anything. And when we say you're capable of anything that you put your mind to, anything that you put your heart to, when you know that it is in divine alignment and full unison with that center of your own heart space, you are capable of performing miracles. You are capable of moving mountains. You are capable of creating such extraordinary change on this planet that it is unparalleled, absolutely unparalleled in countless ways. Your extravagant power, your extravagant shift of focus, your extravagant determination, your extravagant decision, either a full body yes or a very clear no. No is a very powerful energy, as is yes. So be clear with what you are choosing for yourself. That whatever it is you are saying no to, you are letting go. You are letting fall away into the grounding cord. You are letting recycle into the center of Mama Gaia, the recycling center that she uses to be able to heal herself naturally as we continue to heal her. In the same way that you have healthy, vibrant cells inside of your own body, and your healthy, vibrant cells encourage your other healthy, vibrant cells to multiply from a place of health and well-being. That is what we do when we heal ourselves in unison with Mama Gaia, and we want to tune into ourselves, and we want to tune into her frequency, and we want to connect so that we can be allies to this world, so that we can be a treasured contributor to the collective unconscious, because I believe every single human being has it inside of themselves, whether they're acting in divine unison with their highest intention at this time or not. And we can all fine tune and we can all polish that. There's always room for us to become better stewards of our own life, our own conviction. So let's take a moment, and I'm going to share a transmission, another round of light codes that's going to activate a deeper center inside of the connection with your free will. So this is another powerful activation. We're just connecting a lot here for you today. And again, just massage, be gentle, be easy with yourself. If you don't hear every single word that I'm saying, that's okay. You're in the field. Let yourself be carried away. Let yourself go on an adventure. What you're here, you're in this space. That's all that matters. And the more that you tune into these, the more you will be able to follow along and hear them. But you're doing a great job. All right, beautiful. So take a couple nice big deep breaths. Aya ota akaya wa opu haya wa sati ikia wa haakopua. Oa atani ia wa huapua akaya wa huapua. Eliminating all distractions, creating a clear line of centered, focused intention. Aya oapo oka taniki kia wa asutukapukua akatakipukua akatakipukua akakeke satake. Aya akakaya wa sataki wa puhu ukupukutaya. Oa po tani kia wa oa po ha akaya tani ki kia oa po kuku ke te ke kur kur kar 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 to kur kar par kur kar par kar kur kur kar kur kar 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 kur par kar gai par kar kur kar ko par kar kur par kar ko par kar 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 ko par kar ko par kar kar ko par kar kar to par kar 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 ko par ke oa oa ya ha tani ki kia wa po ko po 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 te kar kar kur par kar ko wa po ha ya tani ai ai te te di ko pot kar kar ko kar ko pot kar kar ko pot kar kar ko pot kar 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 kur 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 kar kar pot kar pot kar pot kar 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 ai pot kar kaya aya kaya ko po ka ke te ke kar 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 kur kur pot kar kur pot kar kar ko pot kar pot ko pot kar kar ko kur kar kar kur kar 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 ke o kaya ko te kar ko pot kar kar ko pot kur kar 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 pot ko pot kar 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 ko pot ko pot ko kar kar kaya kaya. Taking a couple nice big deep breaths in through the nose. And releasing, maybe making a sound, breathing in through the nose. And releasing. Letting all that is not you fall away, knowing that you are divinely guided, protected. That nothing can enter your field, nothing can enter your consciousness unless you allow it, unless you let it. So if you are finding that there is a leaky energy or something that you are struggling with at this time, go ahead and connect with the space inside of you that is allowing this energy to enter, that is allowing this particular pattern to continue to manifest over and over again. Allow yourself to become clear with the intention that you are here as a divine, sovereign being, that you are here to be in unison with your own creator. And as you allow yourself to align your own free will, and this is only and solely by choice of your own, that if what it is that you choose to do is to allow and align your free will to be in unison with the divine will that is set here for you, there's a very high likelihood that you will start to feel a deeper level of support in your world, in your life, than you have ever felt before. The amount of support that you have beyond this third dimension, beyond this material world, is unimaginable to you at this time, meaning your mind cannot comprehend the amount of support that is here for you. It is so powerful, it is so strong, it is so clear, it is so conscious, it is so beautiful, that the light of the illumination that is here for you to embody is protected beyond all measures of time and space. That light can never be destroyed. What happens to this light, especially in experiences of abuse or trauma or fear, physical fear, whatever it is, these are things that can bury and dim the light. But the ultimate core of the light that is you, which is why I have this tattoo on my hand and is why we call ourselves the Monad Society. The monad is that absolute spark of divine frequency, of source consciousness that is active and living at the absolute center of the soul. Absolute center of the presence of your own soul. Source consciousness is always evolving. Source consciousness, as we are every single human being contributing, and every single being in this universe is contributing to source consciousness itself, is contributing to the evolution of universal guidance, intelligence, frequency, movement forward, all of the things. every single aspect of the universe is contributing to the evolution of source consciousness, as source consciousness is contributing to the evolution of all things in the universe. All sentient beings, all conscious beings, all non-conscious beings, any and all of these frequencies have the spark of the divine intelligence within. That's why nothing can ever happen to it. But our egoic consciousness, as human beings, our egoic consciousness can bury and bury and bury and bury and bury and bury this. So right now we are setting the intention, using the support of our dragon allies, our dragon friends, to connect in clearly with that center of your own heart radiance, wherever constriction you have on your heart, whatever constriction you have in your high heart, between your throat and your heart space, wherever you are not allowing love to come in, wherever you are blocking the attention that you are craving, wherever it is that you are fearful of love because of what you believe love or connection has done to create cause and harm in your world. Let's go ahead and acknowledge these walls and these blocks and these barricades for a moment. I'm going to go ahead and stop talking so that you can explore your inner world and find where these bars and barriers are, where you have built these constrictions against yourself and receiving the true illuminated light of your own divine consciousness. So let's take a couple of moments of pause together. Feel what you feel, notice what you notice. And breathe. Feeling yourself heal yourself. Feeling yourself heal yourself. Feeling yourself heal yourself. If what it is that you're looking at looks very big and heavy, dense and dark, let's go ahead and ask for the angel of forgiveness, the angel of conscious forgiveness. That works like wildfire through any and all circumstances that have happened in this world as they have happened for you. Feel into the sensation of the light that is there within. Feel into the sensation of the heart-centered illumination that is calling your true divinity forward, that is honoring the best that is you, that is staying here clearly with you through every single day, every single moment, every single bit of everything that you know about yourself. Honoring a depth of forgiveness in all ways, for all things, for all circumstances, for all people, places, and things, releasing all guilt, shame, blame, releasing again all guilt, shame, and blame. Forgiving yourself for holding the grudges that have been weight that you have been carrying around, that have been causing you pain, that have been keeping you from being able to receive love. That in every heartbreak and every betrayal and every lie and everything you've ever been told that has created these walls, that has created these experiences of protection. Go ahead and just simply acknowledge them. Walk alongside these walls. No need to go through and shame or feel that you need to change things or eliminate barricades. Just simply feel what you feel and notice what you notice. Feel the center of your heart space illuminating. And breathe. And if you are ready to let go, simply state, I am ready to let go of these walls. I acknowledge that I am safe in divine unison and free will. I acknowledge that I have allies that are here with me, that are protecting me from suffering and protecting me through grace. I acknowledge that any and all pain I have endured has been there as a lesson for me. And is not an experience or circumstance, it is for me to recreate, rather to lean into the pain that I am carrying, to honor it with full respect and forgiveness as I open both the front of my heart and the back of my heart to release any and all barricades that I have made to keep me from being able to receive the divine birthright that I am experiencing in full love, in full grace, in full power, in full unison, in full carefulness, in full ease, and full grace. Feel into the divine power and feel into the divine frequency that is moving through you right now, that is opening your heart in ways that you have only yet been able to imagine in this world, in this body. Surrender to the greater mind. Surrender to the greater state of ease. Surrender to the greater state of presence that is your own divine birthright. To receive all that is here for you. To receive all that is in your loving grace. To honor the depth of power, of wisdom, of surrendered grace and intention and love. To let go. And whatever emotions arise, just simply give them space. Open space to breathe. If you are noticing any extra consciousness or any entities that have been living in this space within you, honor them with pure and complete forgiveness. Introduce them to your dragon ally. And allow them to very gently and very easily just simply walk out of your field. Recognizing that as you raise your frequency, as you raise your illuminated presence, as you raise your awareness of of your capacity to give and receive love in such a powerful and divine form. As you let go of the densities that have kept you from being able to receive in the past, so that all that is meant for you in divine rewards and divine blessings, that as you activate your sacred divine genome within, becoming the true illumination in your physical body, you allow all that is not meant for you to fall away down through your root chakra, even down through your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your ankles, your toes, all the way down to the center of Mama Gaia. Just surrendering completely, softening completely, relaxing completely. Feeling the openness in your sacred heart. You simply breathe. And simply breathe. Feel yourself being held in this space. Feel yourself being nurtured. Feel yourself being acknowledged in love. Feel the pathway of your divine will, of your divine presence, of your divine grace opening fully. Please prepare me to be a sanctuary, pure and holy, tried and true, with thanksgiving. I'll be a living sanctuary for you. Just continue to allow yourself to soften. Feel the frequency of this song to move through you as you continue to align your will to the divine will of your clear divine purpose and intention. As an awakened being on this planet at this time. And breathe as you simply take a moment with yourself to notice what you notice and see what you see. Allow yourself to be open to receiving messages and guidance that is here for you now. So taking a moment to breathe and breathe easy. Create movement in the divinity of your sacred heart. And again, you can set the intention to align the healing and activation of all other chakras in the physical and energy body to align with the healing that the heart has received today. That all other aspects of your body be activated in true form. Honoring that sacred nature within you, that is you. And go ahead and create a joyful thought. A thought that activates and brings joy into the center of your own heart space. A thought that nurtures your divine intention. And a thought that makes the edges of your mouth curl up ever so slightly. Feeling the energy of a smile on your face, having a beautiful ripple effect to all other cells inside of your body. Setting clear openness into your heart. As the clear openness from your heart also opens up new channels of your own awareness of what you as a human being are capable of in this world at this time. Again, taking a few moments to breathe and soak up the sensations and the messages that are coming to you. You can go ahead and ask your guides or your higher self anything at this time. And breathe. Simply breathe for you. Allow that energy to move through gently and easily. And allowing the frequency of pure healing, absolute pure healing to flow through you now. Allow your inner truth, your inner divine knowing to be the creator of every single thought. And breathe. Recognizing that as you open your heart in this way, as you allow more of the divine frequency to flow through you in this way, you are activating your capabilities of receiving all that is here and meant for you. There is such profound supportive energy for you on this planet and for you in this world to succeed at your reason for being, to succeed at the reason that you are here, your ultimate purpose, all of these beautiful things that are fully in support of you and you. So taking a couple of nice big deep breaths, again, wiggling your fingers and wiggling your toes, setting the intention to just ever so gently shift this beautiful meditative state that we have been in, allowing any and all shared information or guidance, anything that you would like to write down, please write down in your notebook before you allow yourself to fully come through. Be becoming present with your inner world, your inner being. Allowing that part of you that is in sacred divine union to speak forward, to speak in grace, to speak with honored intention, and to always put one foot in front of the other. That is simply all life is a series of steps, one foot in front of the other every single day. One foot in front of the other every single day. One foot in front of the other. And that's it. So gentle, so easy, so graceful, so kind, so peaceful, so wonderful. Taking a couple more nice, big, deep breaths. Feeling into the gratitude, allowing gratitude to simply overwhelm your body, permeate every single cell, activate all of the intentions and the messages that you've received. Gratitude is like a conductor. Gratitude is a conductor energy. It speeds up and it activates the line of communication and receptivity. When gratitude is present, things are so amplified. Things are so clear. They come to you with such swift ease that when you're, just in such beauty and gratitude for where you are at, what you are calling in, the beauty of the nature that is here for you. It's so beautiful, it's so powerful, it's so clear, it's so easy. To allow yourself to be in that state of gratitude, to allow yourself to be in that state of ease, to allow yourself to be in that state of creation, divine unison, of imagination and visualization. It's such a powerful and clear and beautiful place to be. So we'll do one more light code transmission and then shift into Q&A and just simply continue to share space here as you integrate all of the messages and guidance that came through. So we'll do one more light transmission here because I feel one coming through pretty strong. O sataku putukewa o takaewa o apuaka he satatake te Oa hoa katani kiki awa potake awa hoa potani awa ayawa kua popukete ke te kurkurkur kua putakar kua putakar karkar kurkar karkar karkar te ko putakar karkar kurkar putakar karkar awa ayo te ke potakar nu wa hoa hoa ha ka te te ke kurkur karkar karkar kura pa putakar ka putakar ka putakar ka putakar ka te ko putakar karkar O ta ka te ka puta ka ke te ke ko puta ka to to pa ka ni wa ayawa aka ayawa ni wa aka wo po po ke te ke ko ka puta puta ka ko to puta ka to pa ka ni ke te ke Ayawa poko ayawa tane ki just simply breathe. There's a lot of energy coming through at this time. Looks like there was one more final push, one more final wave. Wow. And just keep breathing. This is when I first felt activate full Kundalini and came through. For me, there's a bunch of repressed memories, so I'm sure that in the way that it's working for you is also powerful as well. Whew. Ayawa atakawa. Ayawa niawa ayahu uku apuania. Ayani ayatani ayawayo niawayo niawa. Ia kaya sataki atake wapuko otani I iki akaso kuputani. Yayania kaya kaya waha aka. Ya itini iki awa upuku uaha aka. And breathe. Looks like there's still a little bit more that wants to come up and out and through. So we'll stay in this meditative state as it comes up, as it comes through. Looks like we weren't quite done yet. Just soften as much as you can. And release as much as you can. And receive as much as you can. All right, beautiful. Now as you are letting yourself shift into a new state of your own awareness, state of your own consciousness, if you have any questions or anything came up through that transmission that you'd like to share, that you'd like to ask, please feel free to do so. Please feel free to comment or share whatever is top of mind, top of heart for you, even if it's simply a prayer or an affirmation for yourself. Allowing yourself to connect in from your etheric, imaginative world into this third dimensional reality. And that's why it's so important to write things down. That's why it's so important to, like, even just typing here in the comments or whatever it is that is being activated, that's coming through for you, holds so, it is the connector. It's what brings it from the mind, it's what brings us from the imagination, it's what brings it from the etheric world, and it's what brings it right here into divine unison, into the connection that is here and now, that is activating for each and every single one of us. Keep wanting to close my eyes, and then I know that if there's a comment that it pops up, I need to have my eyes open. It's kind of funny to be in such a meditative state in that place, in this way. Beautiful. So let's continue to just simply marinate in the space of the container. I was recently listening to some Abraham Hicks, as you do, sometimes. And one of something that I heard was that words don't teach. And she said it over and over and over again. Words don't teach, words don't teach, words don't teach. And it made so much sense. I see Lisa here. Thank you for connecting with your dragon. Thank you for sharing that gratitude. So yeah, she was saying that words don't teach. And for me, being in this role that I've been in now for quite some time, it landed with me very clearly. It is never the words that teach. It is the space that we share. It is the intention of the frequency behind the words. It is the intention and the frequency behind the words. It's right there. It's so powerful. It's so beautiful. It's so aligned. It's so intended. It's so clear. It's so conscious. It's so powerful. It's so beautiful. That even when you go in to have a conversation with another person, no matter what the topic of discussion is, that when you're in a space that you are able to think clearly for yourself, it creates the frequency. Beautiful. Thank you. I missed it. I think it was Black Stallion. You're so welcome. Thank you for being here with us today too. And yes, this full moon, I'm sure, is going to amplify so many of your dreams, so many of your intentions, and really speed up the timeline that we are on here. And that really is, that's why I like to start these conversations often when we sign in, and as we're all getting together and waiting for everyone to come. I really like to set that clear intention so that you do know that where I am coming from and what the intention is behind this whole message and movement. There's so much potency and there's so much brilliance here for all of us to be able to share together. That being clear in that intended space is so, oh, hello, Ivanka. Welcome, welcome. So to be clear in that intended space is so, so, so important. I really do truly want you to feel what you feel. And that's also why I say, like, when we are in the session, when we are in the meditation, when we are in that space, it's okay for you to not catch every word. It's okay for your mind to wander. It's okay for that adventure to start taking place. It's allowed. It's encouraged. Yes, of course, it is important for you to hear these words. And simultaneously, the most important thing is that you are activating the frequency that we are all moving through together. So on some level, your conscious or your subconscious mind is hearing what is being said. And this is true across the board for all things. To be aware of what you have playing on the background when you're cooking, or playing on the background when you're cleaning your house, or to be aware of what these things are. These are things that program your subconscious mind. When your conscious mind is busy, your subconscious mind is picking up the frequencies that are all around you. This is why it is so important to maintain a clear and high elevation of frequency, especially in your home space. So what you can do, you can even play these recordings in your house, whether you're there or not, and it will influence the energy and the frequency of the space, because ultimately these are created with the intention of sound healing frequencies. So the intention of the sound healing frequency is an activation, and that activation in and of itself is something that opens and amplifies the divine unified field. So whether you are there listening or not, to play light codes or play binaural beats or play things that are vibrating or resonating at a particular frequency will reset the energy of the space that you are living in, that you are, even if it's in your car or something like that. In this invisible world, right, the space between myself and the camera here, we would say that that's air. But in the space of that air, that is where all of the dimensions above the third is matter, right? It's where the solid objects live all the time. But in between this space of what we would call air is subtle frequencies. And these subtle frequencies are existing in the 5th dimension, the 7th dimension, all the way up into the 12th that we are able to clearly talk about. And I do believe that there are so many more. And inside the dimensions, there are different planes of consciousness. You have the astral realm, the angelic realm. Like, there's so much that goes on in the unseen world. And it is my pure and true belief that it's not happening out there, outside Earth's atmosphere and space or the cosmos or the universe. It's all around you. It's all around us at all times. You are never alone. The integrity of what you choose to do at all times is really, really high. So let me tune into this comment. You would like to get guidance on not letting your mind be consumed by a person who is starting to set your soul on fire and stay focused with growing myself in my practice offerings. Well, I love that you brought this in here, Jennifer, because the beautiful thing about that and this meditation that we did, well, the intention was to open your heart. The intention is to allow these things to move in and flow through and freely. And of course, when someone new comes into our world, we might think that, well, there's an obsession, and that obsession can be overwhelming. And so what I encourage you to do is to actually lean into the obsession. And what I mean by lean in is if you actually let your mind go completely, And this is what you want to be careful with, is that when you let your mind go completely and just simply let your mind wander wherever it wants to wander without trying to put barriers and blocks, and you can think this but you can't think this, and you can't do this and you can't do that, and all these things that we think that we should or shouldn't do inside of our own head, it's madness. Let yourself be. Let yourself be. Let yourself naturally do what your mind needs to do. Because ultimately, that allowing your mind to wander, it will lead you to the place that either the shame around the obsession or the shame around how much you're thinking about this person or whatever it is. Let your mind wander, but here's the caveat. This is where you want to be careful. Is that in the mind wandering that you see realities or potentials or, anything that the mind can create by means of what it desires, and then attaching that as a reality. So you want to be able to let your mind wander without creating the emotional attachment to the visualization, while at the same time feeling your emotions about what is moving through. So it really is about opening the faucet and letting the flow of energy flow through you gently, easily, calmly, kindly, freely, unabashedly, openly. It's really letting it just easily move through you. It's allowing it to easily flow through your eternal being. Because whatever is being activated and whatever is creating that pattern of like constantly thinking about that person, it's okay. It's absolutely okay. And oftentimes, one, it's the excitement of new energy. It's the excitement of new sparks. It's the excitement of new electricity. It's the excitement of new power. It's the excitement of new breath, breathing, illumination, light. It's so beautiful. It's so powerful. It's so easy. It's so clear. To honor yourself is the greatest gift and intention that you can give you. And it's to honor what is naturally flowing. And so oftentimes when we create that resistance in the mind, this is happening, no, it can't happen, this is happening, no, it can't happen, this can, that is actually what creates the the cyclical cycle that just keeps going on and on and on and on. So if you just let go, let the bicycle take you for a ride, let your mind wander, let it go wherever it needs to go. Feel your feelings and feel them all the way. Eventually you'll find yourself landing somewhere where it goes, it clicks and it makes sense and it's an aha. It's so powerful and it's so beautiful. I'm so happy for you. Enjoy that as long as you can as well. That new energy is always such a powerful amplifier of creation. So enjoy it while it's there, my love. All right, so we're closing out our time here. I do want to remind you that you are able to donate if you feel called. It is not expected yet graciously received, as every single bit of support helps to encourage this movement forward. So every like, every share, every comment, every playlist that you make that includes these videos, across all platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube, it helps so much, as do your donations, like I said, to support me and continuing to put this movement out there. And I'm so thrilled to be sharing this time and space with you today. Thank you so much for carving time out. I know there are a million other things that you can be doing, so I want to honor you for taking this time for you, for tapping into your conscious field, and for doing your part in elevating the consciousness of the planet, as I do believe we are here in such a profound and powerful time during this great awakening. It is so important for us to be able to tune into that frequency for ourselves, So please do share with your friends, family members, loves, that we are going to be doing this every new moon and every full moon at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on the YouTube channel. We do have registration link that is in the bio on Instagram, and I can put the registration link here too in the description. It'll be in the link tree. That when you go in, you'll get the email reminders, you'll get journal prompts that will encourage you the day before to start setting that intention so that you can really start working with the energy of the moon, the cycle, biodynamics. These are ancient practices that we're just bringing into the modern age and continuing to learn to enhance the movement of our own cycles of growth and replenishment. So with that, again, please do click in the link in the descriptions. There will be other videos, how you can donate, how you contribute, how you can sign up for the Moon Club, and sharing links that you can share with your loves and friends. And so with that, my dear, I absolutely adore you. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. And let's go ahead and close out with our prayer. As we go forth, may we integrate the healing and the lessons received with courage, self-love, and compassion. Our session here is very much in full love, absolutely complete. Thank you so, so, so much for joining me. And also remember, every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, we're also doing Transformational Tuesdays right back here. My intention right now is to continue to grow this YouTube channel. So like, subscribe, comment, share, do all the things. It helps so much more than you know. And I am right now in such a deep state of gratitude that you have joined me. I love you. I adore you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah. Ciao.